I am Usha Pathak. Elders, please accept my respect and love to youngers. Today I am teaching you participle. A participle is a word derived from a verb, participating the properties of a verb and of an adjective or a noun, and is generally formed by adding ing, d, or ed to the verb. Thus, from the verb rule, are formed three participles, two simple and one compound, as number 1 ruling, number 2 ruled, number 3 having ruled. The three forms of participles are present or continuous, past indefinite, and past perfect. These are as loving, having loved, active transitive, being loved, loved, having been loved, passive transitive, fading, faded, having faded. The form loving stands for both present and continuous participles. These are not the same in meaning. Number 1, hearing this, he was much surprised. Number 2, he went away sorrowing. In number 1, the action is completed. In number 2, it is continuous. There is no future participle in English. Futurity can be expressed by the qualifying infinitive as the world to come, or by a periphrasis as about to fall, going to see, going to be beaten. Double character of participles. A participle has two distinct functions and can be defined as that part of a verb which may be either for helping to form a tense or as an adjective for qualifying some noun or noun equivalent. As part of a tense, many of the tenses of English verb are formed with the help of the past or present participle. Thus, all the tenses of the passive voice are formed out of the verb to be, followed by the past participle. As I am loved, I was loved, I shall be loved. Again, all the continuous tenses in the active voice are formed out of the verb to be, followed by the present participle. As I am loving, I was loving, I shall be loving. Again, the perfect tenses in the active voice are formed out of the verb to have, followed by the past participle. As I have loved, I had loved, I shall have loved. As an adjective, a participle, when it is not part of a tense, belongs to the class of descriptive adjective like other adjectives. It can qualify a noun. Being tired of work, the man went home. Be qualified by an adverb. The man was picked up in an almost dying state. Admit of degree of comparison. This flower is more faded than that. Be used as a noun. Late bygones, by be bygones. To show how completely a participle can assume the function of an adjective, there are instances in which it forgoes its verb character altogether, astonishing to anyone, disturbing to anyone, surprising to anyone. When the words are used as verbs, they are transitive and do not allow the preposition to come between them and their object. We could not say, "This astonishes to me," or "disturbs to me," or "surprises to me." Since a participle is a verb as well as an adjective, it can take an object which may be of five different kinds. Having shot the tiger, he returned home. He is busy teaching his sons Greek. Having been taught Greek, he was a good scholar. We saw him fighting a hard battle. Having sat himself down, he began to eat. Now, past indefinite. The use of such participles depends upon whether the verb is transitive or intransitive. If the verb is transitive, the past indefinite participle is never used in the active voice but only in the passive. This much praised man proved to be a rogue. Gold is a metal dug out of the earth. If the verb is intransitive, the past indefinite is not used at all in most verbs, but whenever it is used, which depends entirely on custom, it must precede its noun and not follow it. The faded rose, a retired officer, the returned soldier, the fallen city, the rising sun, a withered flower, a departed guest. If the speaker or writer desire to place the past participle of an intransitive verb after its noun, he must insert the relative pronoun and change the participle into a finite verb, as the horse of Mr. A gone to America is for sale. This is wrong. The sentence should be, the horse of Mr. A who has gone to America is for sale. But the past participle of an intransitive verb is sometimes put after its noun in poetry. Daniel come to judgment. Toll for the brave that are no more, all sunk beneath the wave, fast by their native shore. Even in prose, the past participle of an intransitive verb is sometimes, but very rarely, placed after its noun. In times past, in times which have passed, he is a man descended from a high family. The past participle of verb is sometimes used to express some permanent habit, state, or character. A well-read man. A man who has read much and read well. A well-behaved man. A man whose habitual behavior is good. An outspoken man, a man who habitually speaks out his mind. A retired man, a man who dislikes appearing in public. A mistaken man, one who errs by habit or in some specific case. From this use of the past participle has arisen a large class of adjectives which are formed from nouns by adding ed to the end of the noun. An evil hearted man, a talented man, a landed proprietor, a long tailed ape, a smooth skinned cat, his scented mother, a red colored rose, a rough faced youth, a hooded snake, a long legged spider, a purple crested helmet, a many paged book, a long armed monkey, a thickly wooded hill, a noble minded man, a warm blooded animal. Please subscribe my channel, like and share with your friends.